Today I will tell you about a thrilling and captivating love story, with the main character being Sophia Evans. The story begins in a gloomy space, when Sophia Evans collapses on the ground, clutching her 6-month pregnant belly, in pain beyond words. Her cold husband, William Evans, stands beside her with an expressionless face, asking her one last time, divorce or not. Despite the pain, cold sweat pouring down her pale face, Sophia Evans's eyes are still filled with determination. She shakes her head resolutely, affirming that only death can make her divorce. William Evans, angry at her determination, is about to grab her hand when the phone suddenly rings. After answering, his expression changed completely. He pushed Sophia Evans's hand away and hurriedly left, leaving her in panic and pain. At this moment, Sophia Evans breathes a sigh of relief, but tears stream down her cheeks. The intense abdominal pain makes her unable to relax, struggling to drag herself to call for help. While waiting for the car, she receives a call from her grandfather's secretary, reporting that he suddenly had a heart attack and had to be hospitalized. He kept wanting to see her before the surgery. Realizing the importance of her grandfather in William Evans's life, she understands why he is so anxious. The abdominal pain hits again, the baby in her womb also starts to kick violently, and soon, Sophia Evans can no longer hear anything. When she wakes up in the hospital, Dr. Tan informs her that her symptoms have worsened. Although she does not want to lose the baby, the doctor warns that childbirth will be very difficult. Sophia Evans pleads with the doctor for help, as she really wants to keep this baby. A year ago, she was pregnant but was forced to abort by William Evans. The pain and despair swell in her heart. Last month, Sophia Evans was diagnosed with a rare memory loss disease that is very difficult to cure. She leaves the hospital, steps straight into a taxi, the doctor's words still echoing in her ears, her back still drenched in cold sweat. 3 hours ago, due to her forgetfulness, she almost harmed the baby in her womb by taking the wrong medicine. Instead of going home, she heads straight to the old Evans house, a quiet and elegant place in the suburbs. She inquires about her grandfather's condition, but before he can step inside, she is stopped by William Evans. He accuses her of inciting her grandfather to drive Olivia Parker away, forcing him to marry her, and now wanting to eye the assets while her grandfather is seriously ill. William Evans declares that as long as he is alive, she will not get a penny from the Evans family. Between William Evans's brows filled with resentment, Sophia Evans feels pain. She wonders why he only trusts Olivia Parker, who died in a car accident. Before the accident, Olivia Parker sent a distress message to William Evans, making him believe that Sophia Evans had a plot to harm her. When the two are facing each other, the secretary appears to announce, "The provincial chairman is here." The heavy stone in Sophia Evans's heart is finally lifted. For years ago, she risked her life to save her grandfather from kidnappers, and since then he has treated her like a granddaughter. However, he was wrong to think that William Evans would love Sophia Evans if he drove Olivia Parker away. In William Evans's heart, there is only Olivia Parker. That night, in the villa's bedroom, Sophia Evans, who was sound asleep, suddenly feels a heavy body. Finally, she lies face down on the bed, tears swallowing her loneliness in the night, only hearing William Evans call the name of another woman, Olivia Parker. As the story continues, Sophia Evans not only has to endure the torment from William Evans but also faces the pain in her heart. She loves him, but that love is overshadowed by hatred and painful secrets from the past. Sophia Evans must find a way to survive amidst the pressures and suffering while trying to protect the child in her womb, while William Evans remains a haunting shadow in her life. She looks at William Evans, despite the pouring rain hitting her haggard face, gritting her teeth and asking, "Is it only when I die that you will let me go?" "Die. I will not let you die. Sophia Evans, even if you die 100 times, you cannot bring Olivia back to life. You used all means to marry me, how can I let you die so easily?" William Evans coldly replied, his eyes filled with hatred. He continued, "You must live well, live in torment, live in endless suffering. If you dare to die." He paused, his words cruel, "Don't forget the children you adopted." He knows she loves children the most, but does not allow her to have her own. To fill that void, Sophia Evans adopted a group of orphans, caring for them as if they were her own. However, these things ultimately cannot escape William Evans's notice. The girl looks at the face she has loved for 5 years, then suddenly smiles. Sophia Evans feels fortunate to have this illness, causing all the flowers in her eyes at this moment to wither. She does not know how long she has knelt before Olivia Parker's grave, only knowing that it was very cold that night, bone-chillingly cold. When she wakes up in the hospital, Ethan Russell, her best friend from the orphanage, has been by her side all night. Seeing her awake, the worry on his face gradually eases, but quickly turns to sadness. "You're so foolish, being pregnant with his child, why let him torment you like this?" Ethan Russell was adopted by a wealthy family and moved to France. Sophia Evans just woke up, touches her round belly, tears welling up. For the past 3 years, on the anniversary of Olivia Parker's death, William Evans has forced her to go to Olivia P. Parker's grave overnight, because Olivia Parker was very afraid of the dark. But William Evans does not know, Sophia Evans is even more afraid of the dark than she is. When she was young, taking the blame for Ethan Russell's injury, Sophia Evans was locked in a dark room for 3 days and nights. Since then, darkness has become her nightmare. Only Ethan Russell knows this, and every year on the anniversary, he flies back from France to rescue her. Although Ethan Russell wants to be with her forever, Sophia Evans firmly refuses. She understands his feelings, but her heart has been entirely given to William Evans. She forces Ethan Russell to return to France, not wanting him to see her miserable state. After Ethan Russell leaves, Sophia Evans takes the recorder she always carries with her. The dialogue before the grave keeps repeating in her mind, each time listening again feels like cold daggers piercing her heart. Tears finally roll down her hands, she feels her heart shatter. When she does not see William Evans come to visit, Sophia Evans leaves the hospital alone. Upon returning home, she hears the laughter of a woman coming from the study. Knowing he has brought someone else home, she wants to go to her room to rest, but cannot ignore the scene inside. Looking into the study, she sees the man sitting on his lap, the scene is so vivid. Sophia Evans smiles bitterly, her heart aches to the point of breathlessness. She returns to her bedroom, takes the divorce agreement on the bed, and goes back to the study. "William Evans, let's get a divorce." Her words are like a shock, causing both people in the room to stop. The woman quickly leaves the room, leaving William Evans with an incredulous expression. "Divorce?" He squints, his tone somewhat mocking, "Are you sure?" Sophia Evans looks straight into his eyes, her gaze cold yet resolute. "I am sure." He did not expect that Sophia Evans would take the initiative to propose a divorce, a vague feeling of unease arises in his heart. "I agree to the divorce, but you must agree to one condition." Chapter 4, The One She Loves. Go ahead, how much money do you want? Didn't you go through so much trouble to get into the Evans family just for money? William Evans mocked. Sophia Evans lowers her head and smiles bitterly, realizing that in his heart, she is just a money grubber. "My condition is only one, the baby must be born, and the custody belongs to you." She does not want a divorce, but if she does not set this condition, William Evans will never accept the baby. "William Evans, even if you think I am guilty, the baby is innocent. After the divorce, I hope you will take good care of it in front of my grandfather." She knows that her illness may prevent her from taking care of the child herself. "Belonging to me?" William Evans seems to hear a story. The biggest laugh. "You know how much I hate you, so I hate this child just as much." "I know, but I also know how much you want a divorce." Sophia Evans was not at all afraid. "William Evans, I know your biggest regret in this life is not being able to marry Olivia Parker." That's why you want to find every way to divorce me. William Evans took elegant steps to corner Sophia Evans against the wall, gently lifting her chin, his gaze cold. Sophia Evans, what are you really planning? You can even use your own child as a bargaining chip. In his eyes, her marrying him was a calculation, giving birth to his child was also a calculation, and now even a divorce was a calculation. He always guarded against her like a thief, but she had long regarded him as the most important person in her life. Sophia Evans laughed angrily. It seems nothing can escape the eyes of CEO Evans. She paused and continued, I like someone, does that count as a calculation? I don't want to bring another man's child to him, does that count as a calculation? Hearing the 4 words, another man, William Evans felt as if his heart had been stabbed. The man she liked. Didn't she always say the one she loved most was him? He felt angry and confused, not understanding why she mentioned Ethan Russell. Anger flared up in William Evans as he gritted his teeth and said, Sophia Evans, you think too highly of yourself. I don't just want to marry or divorce on a whim. I will not divorce, you like outside men, don't you? I won't let you off. He couldn't stand being controlled, especially in matters of marriage. Sophia Evans, enduring torment, suddenly looked at him blankly and asked, Who are you? Let me go. Before he could react, she slapped him hard across the face. Furious, William Evans stood up, disgusted, grabbed his clothes, and threatened, I will make you wish you were dead. A week later, Sophia Evans listened to the recording and realized she had proposed a divorce to William Evans. Determined to leave, she took her favorite dress and went to his company, unable to wait any longer for fear the baby would be in danger. As soon as she stepped out of the elevator, Sophia Evans ran into Eleanor Carter, William Evans's assistant, who had a face resembling Olivia Parker. Eleanor Carter sarcastically asked, Sophia Evans, do you still have the face to come to the company? Sophia Evans replied, reminding Eleanor Carter that she was the one who helped the company through the crisis years ago. Eleanor Carter was unwilling, but Sophia Evans didn't want to argue, just walked straight to William Evans's office. Eleanor Carter blocked her path, declaring that William Evans had forbidden her from entering the office. Without hesitation, Sophia Evans slapped Eleanor Carter across the face. Eleanor Carter was taken aback and intended to retaliate, but fell into William Evans's arms as he rushed over. He shouted, Sophia Evans, what are you going crazy about now? She was not afraid, handed him the divorce agreement, and disdainfully replied, William Evans, I'm here to divorce you. William Evans's face darkened, and everyone in the office retreated in fear. Sophia Evans continued to threaten him, if you don't agree to the divorce, I will tell Grandpa everything. She knew that Olivia Parker had given birth to a son for him in America, and if Grandpa found out, he wouldn't be able to see his child. He angrily asked, Sophia Evans, do you dare to threaten me? She replied firmly, emphasizing that if he didn't divorce, his illegitimate child would never be able to return. William Evans suddenly grabbed Sophia Evans by the neck, angrily threatening, then you can die, along with the bastard in your belly. Sophia Evans, with tears in her eyes, weakly uttered 2 words, child, child. He suddenly realized that she was carrying his child. Hastily releasing her, William Evans saw Sophia Evans fall to the ground. She screamed for help for the baby, and on her white dress, a bright red stain spread, causing him pain. At Van T Hospital, Sophia Evans was being rescued in the operating room, while William Evans was held back by Eleanor Carter in the office. He couldn't leave, even though he could easily abandon her. Eleanor Carter deliberately tried to seduce him, but his mind was haunted by the image of Sophia Evans falling to the ground. When Eleanor Carter thanked him, William Evans said nothing but felt the tension when he heard Eleanor Carter say that Sophia Evans had a miscarriage. He was worried that if she died in his office, it would bring bad luck. Just as William Evans was about to leave, Grandpa George Evans suddenly burst in, angrily scolding him for being with Eleanor Carter while his wife was in emergency care. He only had one grandson, whom he had spoiled since childhood, but he could not accept that he neglected Sophia Evans at such a critical moment. Even if he came home drunk, William Evans could not help but pour all his affection onto Sophia Evans. He saw Grandpa chasing after him, out of breath, and anxiously stopped for him to catch up. He asked, "What kind of spell did Sophia Evans put on you that you defend her like this?" George Evans angrily replied, "I see you are the one under a spell. How can you not see how good Sophia is, and keep being infatuated with Olivia Parker?" Their eyes met, and sparks flew. When Olivia Parker was mentioned, William Evans became fierce and shouted, "I won't allow you to speak of her like that." George Evans, furious, raised his hand to hit him but ultimately lowered it, hoarsely saying, "William, no matter what happens today, you must go to the hospital to keep an eye on things for me. If anything happens to Sophia and the baby, I—" William Evans immediately stood up and went straight to the hospital, not wanting Grandpa to get any angrier. At the hospital, Sophia Evans woke up after the surgery to remove the fetus. The doctor announced, "Congratulations, Ms. Evans, it's a boy, but the baby is malnourished and in very critical condition." Hearing this, Sophia Evans almost fainted, her heart aching as he looked at the tiny child. She couldn't bear to let go when the nurse took the baby into the incubator. Later, Dr. Tan reminded her about her health condition and warned her about the side effects of the anesthesia she had received during the surgery. Sophia Evans panicked when she realized her memory would accelerate. She decided, "Schedule a surgery for me, as soon as possible." Although the craniotomy was dangerous, she had no other choice. Just then, William Evans appeared. He asked, "Is she dead?" Sophia Evans cried out in pain, get out of here." In her anger, she intended to throw the cup but felt pain from her injury. William Evans coldly replied, "That little one shouldn't have come into this world, whether they live or die, what's there to regret?" Sophia Evans was furious, warning him, "If my child doesn't survive, I will definitely risk my life against you." After William Evans left, Sophia Evans couldn't help but burst into tears, causing the nurse to panic. She begged to see her child for a moment and was led by the nurse. When she arrived, she was stunned to see the incubator empty. In a panic, she ran to find Olivia Parker, who she saw holding the baby in a taxi. Sophia Evans didn't have time to think and rushed out to stop the taxi, pleading with the driver to go faster. When Olivia Parker entered an apartment, Sophia Evans texted William Evans for help and called the police. While waiting, she heard the sound of a baby crying, her heart torn apart. She knocked on the door, but when she saw Olivia Parker, her mind went blank. She rushed into the room to reclaim the baby, but Olivia Parker had tightly embraced the child. Olivia Parker lifted the baby high, smiling triumphantly upon seeing Sophia Evans. Sophia Evans's face turned pale, dazed and crying, asking Olivia Parker what she wanted to do. Olivia Parker, with bloodshot eyes, asserted that she wanted Sophia Evans to return everything she owed her over the past 5 years. Sophia Evans tried to remain calm, suggesting that Olivia Parker return the child to her and promise to resolve everything. Olivia Parker mentioned the suffering she had endured and accused Sophia Evans of living freely while she had to hide abroad. Sophia Evans didn't understand, but Olivia Parker revealed that the kidnapping 3 years ago was orchestrated by her to make Sophia Evans die. Sophia Evans felt pain recalling that event and felt wronged. When Sophia Evans threatened to tell the police, Olivia Parker laughed mockingly and asserted that no one would believe her. Sophia Evans panicked when she realized the baby had not cried for a long time, asking Olivia Parker what she had done to her son. Olivia Parker calmly revealed that she had given the baby some sleeping pills. Sophia Evans begged Olivia Parker to let her take the child to the hospital, but Olivia Parker demanded that she kneel and beg. In a desperate situation, Sophia Evans knelt down, her dignity shattered. Olivia Parker smiled triumphantly but suddenly threw the baby out the window. At that moment, Sophia Evans felt empowered, brandishing a knife to stab Olivia Parker. As Olivia Parker collapsed, Sophia Evans caught the baby but also fell to the ground. William Evans burst in, seeing the bloody scene and the two women lying unconscious. Sophia Evans woke up in the hospital, realizing she was surrounded by William Evans's bodyguards. She felt relieved to know her son was still alive, but William Evans appeared, angrily threatening her if Olivia Parker did not survive. Sophia Evans was confused, not remembering anything, and when she watched the video of her stabbing Olivia Parker, she panicked, insisting she was not a murderer. Olivia Parker woke up and accused Sophia Evans of wanting to kill her. William Evans believed Olivia Parker more, causing Sophia Evans to be tightly bound. She was taken to a mental hospital, where William Evans wanted to drive her insane. In a desperate situation, Sophia Evans screamed, pleading for freedom and worrying about her son. When locked in a dark room, she felt fear and panic, recalling what Olivia Parker could do to her son. Finally, she realized that William Evans was trying to push her to the brink of madness. 10 days later, Sophia Evans was tormented by a mysterious person. When the lights turned on, she realized it was Olivia Parker, the one she had previously confronted. Olivia Parker smirked and mocked Sophia Evans, claiming she was being held in a mental hospital thanks to the protection of William Evans. Olivia Parker reveled in seeing Sophia Evans in a miserable state, emphasizing that she would take revenge by tormenting Sophia Evans and her son. Sophia Evans reacted angrily, but Olivia Parker declared that her son was dead, causing Sophia Evans to collapse. When Sophia Evans suddenly erupted in rage, she attacked Olivia Parker, slamming her head against the wall and screaming for her son. Olivia Parker, terrified, called for help but was severely injured. Later, the deputy director bandaged Olivia Parker and decided to confine Sophia Evans further. Sophia Evans pretended to be insane to deceive and find a way to take revenge for her son. She befriended Amelia Young, who had been brought to the mental hospital. They both went through hardships together, but Sophia Evans always sought a way to escape. One day, when Amelia Young was beaten for stealing food, Sophia Evans couldn't stand by and rushed in to help, but was severely injured. Both fell into a coma. When Ethan Roos learned of the situation, he was furious and decided to intervene. He discovered that Sophia Evans had been taken to the mental hospital and immediately went to see her. However, while Ethan Russell was comforting Sophia Evans, William Evans burst in, leading to a brawl between the two men. Sophia Evans watched the conflict and laughed sarcastically, declaring that she had loved William Evans for too long and did not want to repeat it in the next life. William Evans felt uneasy in front of her smile but could not understand Sophia Evans' emotions. In the end, she asserted that if there was a next life, she would not love him anymore. William Evans felt angry and wanted to take revenge on Sophia Evans for the pain that Olivia Parker had to endure to restore her appearance. However, he did not realize that the most suffering person in this love triangle was Sophia Evans, who was thought to be the victor. When Ethan Russell saw Sophia Evans crying, he couldn't hold back and hit William Evans. They clashed, while Sophia Evans turned to leave the room, tears welling in her eyes but smiling as if she had been freed. Just as she stepped out, Amelia Young stabbed Sophia Evans with a fruit knife, saying she did it so that Ethan Russell would like her more. Sophia Evans couldn't believe Amelia Young's actions but still tried to comfort the girl that Ethan Russell would always love her. Despite being severely injured, Sophia Evans still held Amelia Young's hand and advised her not to eat rotten fruit anymore. When Ethan Russell arrived, he panicked and called for an ambulance, but Sophia Evans stopped him, said her final words to him, and begged him to take care of Amelia Young. Finally, Sophia Evans closed her eyes, leaving this world in Ethan Russell's arms, while Amelia Young knelt down begging for forgiveness. William Evans stood frozen, feeling deep pain and loss. After leaving the hospital, William Evans returned to the villa, where he lived in emptiness and sorrow. He could not forget Sophia Evans and felt regret for what he had done. William Evans decided to visit Sophia Evans' grave to pay his respects, where he recalled painful memories. Olivia Parker went to the grave with William Evans, but her heart was still full of hatred for Sophia Evans. Later, Olivia Parker sought out an old man to inquire about the child she was searching for, determined not to let anyone hinder her. Eventually, William Evans regained his health, sitting on a swing in the villa's garden, filled with many memories of Sophia Evans. He realized that she had taken care of this garden and decided to visit the orphanage where Sophia Evans had once lived to learn more about her past. William Evans went to the orphanage to investigate a mysterious woman who had come to donate, suspecting she was looking for someone. When reviewing the surveillance camera, he couldn't see the woman's face clearly but recognized the diamond ring on her hand, raising his suspicions. After zooming in on the video, he confirmed that the ring belonged to Olivia Parker and requested an investigation into her whereabouts. William Evans was led to a small house, where he met Sophia Evans' 1-year-old son, Michael. He joyfully embraced his son, seeing that Michael resembled his mother, bringing him a sense of peace. That night, the assistant reported that Olivia Parker had appeared at the shopping mall. William Evans couldn't believe his eyes when he saw the diamond ring he had custom-made for Olivia Parker. After watching the video, he was furious to realize that the woman at the orphanage was actually Eleanor Carter, not Olivia Parker. William Evans ordered Eleanor Carter to be summoned but then decided to go to the hospital first. He began to piece together the events and realized that something was amiss. He recalled Sophia Evans' strange actions and felt that an important link had been overlooked. William Evans dreamed of his parents' death and felt anguish. In the dream, he encountered a crying girl. The girl asked him if he wanted to drink water, but he did not respond. He felt that the GIRL brought him comfort, and when he drank milk, he felt warmth. William Evans woke up and decided to call Olivia Parker, inviting her to come home. He didn't understand why he hadn't suggested this to her before. After hanging up, he looked at a photo of Sophia Evans and decided to keep her image, as a way to deceive himself that she had never left him. That day, William Evans took down the picture frame and saw the inscription on the back, "I married William, this is the happiest thing in my life." The words made him feel a sting in his eyes, realizing the deep feelings that Sophia Evans had for him. When the phone rang, the assistant announced that they had found information related to the death of his wife, but William Evans coldly refused. He decided to gather all the photos of Sophia Evans because Olivia Parker was about to return, and he could not continue living a double life. He felt the need to let go of the past to be with Olivia Parker. While cleaning up, William Evans discovered a hidden compartment in Sophia Evans' nightstand. Opening it, he found a medical diagnosis paper stating that Sophia Evans had been suffering from a rare form of amnesia since her pregnancy, due to the shock from the abortion. He realized that she was not mentally ill but a victim of a conspiracy. William Evans felt heavy when he understood that he had not trusted Sophia Evans and had pushed her into the mental hospital. He rummaged through the room and found a photo of himself that Sophia Evans had kept hidden in notes about his life, filled with tears. He blamed himself for having tormented her and realized he owed her everything. When Olivia Parker arrived, William Evans was in a state of crisis, causing her to worry. William Evans called the deputy director of the mental hospital, and through testimony, the deputy director revealed that Olivia Parker had coerced him to torment Sophia Evans. Olivia Parker protested, but William Evans did not believe her. William Evans played a video proving Olivia Parker's conspiracy, which included scenes of her disguising herself and being involved with Eleanor Carter. He criticized Olivia Parker for exploiting the resemblance between her and Eleanor Carter to push Sophia Evans to her death. Olivia Parker tried to justify herself, but William Evans had realized that everything had been part of her plan for a long time. And then, William Evans understood that Olivia Parker had secretly colluded with Eleanor Carter to harm Sophia Evans, making everything clearer than ever. Olivia Parker, in her resentment and despair, did not expect that her actions had been discovered, causing all her plans to eliminate Sophia Evans to fall apart. Nevertheless, she remained calm, asserting that Sophia Evans had ultimately died due to Amelia Young having nothing to do with her. William Evans, disappointed by Olivia Parker's actions, felt his ideal image of her shatter. After Sophia Evans' death, Assistant Lee investigated and discovered that Olivia Parker had been present at the mental hospital, from which William Evans realized she was the culprit. When he saw the disappointment in William Evans' eyes, Olivia Parker cried and admitted that she had loved him for a long time. William Evans decided to take her to the police station and reveal the truth about Sophia Evans. Olivia Parker begged William Evans not to do so, worried about the future of their child. However, William Evans asserted that the child was not his, causing Olivia Parker to panic. They began to reminisce about the past when Olivia Parker had been harmed and pregnant, but William Evans could not forget that she had used schemes to harm Sophia Evans. Olivia Parker admitted that she had always been jealous of Sophia Evans because she had Ethan Russell, while she had no one. When William Evans pressed her, Olivia Parker revealed that the person William Evans met that year was actually Sophia Evans, not her. In the end, Olivia Parker realized that all her schemes had failed, and William Evans also understood that Sophia Evans' pain had been hidden for many years. William Evans did not hand Olivia Parker over to the police but could not escape the punishment of fate. Olivia Parker was convicted in a previous kidnapping case, and William Evans sank into pain and regret. Later, George Evans, William Evans' grandfather, found Sophia Evans, a girl completely different from Olivia Parker. He hoped Sophia could help William Evans overcome his painful past, but William Evans still had many unspoken feelings. George Evans, although older, still does not interfere in William Evans' marriage, believing that love will find its own way. He hopes that as long as the two do not divorce, one day they will realize their deep feelings for each other. However, he could not have imagined that a small argument would lead to murder, making him feel uneasy. In a sad mood, George Evans sighed and told the secretary that he wanted to stay by William Evans' side a little longer. He felt heartbroken seeing his grandson hide all the pain after the death of his parents. Since losing his parents, William Evans has never shared his pain with him, always self-torturing due to feelings of helplessness from the past. Mr. George only hopes that William Evans can find joy and happiness in life. As the wind blew, the Sephora flowers danced, and William Evans finally woke up. Seeing his grandfather sitting on the ground, he hurriedly helped him up and scolded the secretary for not taking care of him properly. George Evans explained that he wanted to sit by himself, and they both walked into the villa's hall. Here, he looked at a picture of Sophia Evans, tears welling up, blaming himself for causing her pain. William Evans, filled with torment, felt regret for not believing in his feelings for Sophia Evans. He realized that he had betrayed her, and during their 3 years of marriage, he had also endured much similar pain. George Evans handed him a bottle of wine, advising that if he wanted to drink, he should, but then lift his spirits. When his grandfather mentioned Sophia Evans, William Evans suddenly recalled her death, and a wave of pain washed over him. Mr. George did not know whether to tell William Evans that Sophia Evans was still alive. However, he ultimately decided to reveal that she was in France and about to marry Ethan Russell. He had received a wedding invitation from an old friend in France, and upon seeing Sophia Evans' picture on the card, he finally believed she was still alive. Upon hearing this news, William Evans immediately felt excited and wanted to find Sophia Evans. But his grandfather stopped him, advising him not to disturb her, as she had started a new life. William Evans could not accept this. He decided to fly to France to see her again. When he arrived, William Evans saw Sophia Evans preparing for her engagement ceremony with Ethan Russell. At the ceremony, upon seeing Sophia Evans, he could not contain his emotions and asserted that she was his wife, demanding that she follow him. However, Sophia Evans was frightened and refused, asserting that she did not know him and that today was her engagement day. William Evans did not get angry but only felt happy when Sophia Evans hit him, as it proved that she still had feelings for him. When he presented the marriage certificate, Sophia Evans denied it and insisted that her name was Anne, making William Evans feel as if his heart was being torn apart. He accepted any punishment from her, only pleading that she not marry anyone else. Sophia Evans sought comfort from Ethan Russell, while William Evans felt that she had completely forgotten the past. He was heartbroken to see that she no longer recognized him, and all he wished for was that she would not marry anyone else. The situation became tense when Sophia Evans hugged Ethan Russell tightly, leaving William Evans in utter pain as he witnessed the woman he loved preparing to step into a new life without him. Ethan Russell did not want William Evans to continue speaking, so he interrupted, "William Evans, you have done enough. Anne is my fiancée, and you have come here to disrupt our engagement ceremony, which is utterly unacceptable." He criticized William Evans for not appreciating Sophia Evans and demanded that he let her rest in peace. William Evans, in a fit of rage, asserted that Sophia was still alive and that Anne was indeed Sophia Evans. He questioned Ethan Russell, claiming that he was the one who forced her not to acknowledge him. William Evans' voice startled the guests. Ethan Russell warned him not to disturb his life any further, reminding him that this was not Van T, where he could manipulate everything. Just then, the sound of police sirens rang out, causing everyone to turn towards the sound and see a group of police officers approaching. Assistant Lee anxiously wanted to take William Evans away, but he stood still, watching Sophia Evans, unwilling to leave. As the police took him away, Sophia Evans felt uneasy, not as she had imagined. Although standing amidst the picturesque scenery of Provence, her mind was solely focused on William Evans and his familiar scent. Ethan Russell approached, offering Sophia Evans a glass of wine, asking her what she was thinking. She noticed his presence but avoided his gaze, only complimenting the beautiful scenery. Ethan Russell expressed that this place would belong to her, a place where she could enjoy the view every day. When Sophia Evans asked about William Evans, Ethan Russell dodged the question, saying he was just a pitiful person. Ethan Russell felt heavy-hearted as he recalled the past when Sophia Evans was taken to the emergency room. He had decided to erase her memories to help her survive, but that was also a pain he could not express. In the midst of the silence, Amelia Young appeared, interrupting their conversation. When William Evans returned to the hotel, he asked Assistant Lee to find Sophia Evans' phone number. When he called, William Evans felt nervous, but Sophia Evans refused to answer, leaving him disappointed. However, he did not give up. He decided to visit the orphanage where Sophia Evans worked. Upon seeing her, William Evans tried to reconnect, but Sophia Evans kept her distance and was not easily accepting. He asked about her parents, and she confirmed that she was an orphan. William Evans wondered who had told her that. When William Evans showed her a picture of his son, Sophia Evans felt moved but tried not to show her emotions. They talked about his son, and Sophia Evans expressed her concern. However, when it came to the child's mother, William Evans reluctantly admitted that he had lost her, making Sophia Evans uncomfortable. The conversation stretched until dusk, and when William Evans returned to the hotel, Assistant Lee was waiting. William Evans appeared cheerful, but when Lee reported finding information about Sophia Evans, he requested to continue investigating her past and that of Ethan Russell. Later, William Evans asked Lee about gifts for women, showing his interest in Sophia Evans. Assistant Lee wanted to wake William Evans but was afraid of his wrath, so he only dared to speak softly, "CEO Eva NS, have you forgotten? I am still single here." William Evans kept his eyes closed, responding only in a perfunctory manner. Assistant Lee thought about giving a gift to William Evans' wife but did not know what to choose, eventually deciding to suggest a swing, as Sophia Evans loved to sit on swings when she was in Van Ton. William Evans happily accepted and promised to reward Assistant Lee when he returned home. After seeing Assistant Lee off, William Evans secretly reviewed the video from the dashcam, reminiscing about Sophia Evans. A week later, he completed the secret garden and brought Sophia Evans there. When she opened her eyes, she was captivated by the beauty of the blooming Sephora trees and the swing decorated with flowers. Sophia Evans was delighted as it was the first time she had seen such a natural swing. William Evans lifted Sophia Evans onto the swing and gently rocked it, but carelessly caused her to be thrown off. He quickly embraced her but hurt his leg. Sophia Evans thanked him and prepared to leave, but William Evans called her back and revealed that the records about her at the orphanage were fake. Sophia Evans was annoyed, asserting that she had accepted her current life and did not care about the past. William Evans pleaded with her to stay and listen to him tell a story. She agreed and sat back on the swing while he sat on the ground, telling a story about a boy and a girl he loved. However, Sophia Evans only listened as if it were someone else's story and mocked the female character in the tale. Later, William Evans did not see Sophia Evans return, and he went to the orphanage to find her but did not meet her. A week later, Assistant Lee reported that Ethan Russell had hidden Sophia Evans in a suitcase to avoid being tracked, and Ethan Russell had erased her memories. William Evans was furious and determined to restore Sophia Evans' memories. When he learned that Ethan Russell's wedding had been moved up, William E. Vans felt uneasy and realized something was wrong. Meanwhile, at the hotel, Sophia Evans was preparing for Ethan R. Russell's wedding. When she entered the ceremony hall, everyone marveled at her beauty, but when it was time to perform, Sophia Evans hesitated. When Ethan Russell called her, Sophia Evans unexpectedly lifted her veil, revealing herself to be Amelia Young, shocking Ethan Russell. Amelia Young announced that Sophia Evans had run away. Ethan Russell hurriedly chased after her but was stopped by his grandfather, who reminded him that Sophia Evans did not belong to him and inquired about Amelia Young's condition. His grandfather revealed the truth about Ethan Russell and Amelia Young's past, leaving Ethan Russell confused and unsure of what to do next. Amelia Young, while struggling with the thugs, unfortunately fell down a cliff. After being rescued, she became half-crazy, causing her family to decide to withdraw all investment capital from the Russells, leading to a state of crisis and near bankruptcy of the company. Faced with that situation, Mr. Roos decided to force Ethan Russell to marry Amelia Young, emphasizing that she had lost her parents and the two had a previous engagement. Ethan Russell was stunned to learn the truth about his past, that he almost died because of thugs and felt forced to marry Amelia Young. Even though he didn't love her, he still decided to complete the wedding so as not to let her face difficulties alone. Meanwhile, Sophia Evans is kidnapped and taken to the hotel's presidential suite by William Evans. William Evans is struggling with his desires but in the end still suppresses them. When Sophia Evans woke up, she discovered William Evans next to her and angrily kicked him. He affirmed that they were married 7 years ago, and today was the wedding night he owed her. At the same time, Amelia Young and Ethan Russell spent their wedding night in silence, with a tense atmosphere between the two. Amelia Young revealed that she had woken up a long time ago but pretended to be stupid because she knew Ethan Russell didn't love her. She felt miserable when she saw him marry Sophia Evans, and eventually decided to pretend to be his bride at his wedding. When Ethan Russell asked Amelia Young why she kept it from him, she said she didn't want to hurt him. In the end, Amelia Young admitted that she no longer wanted anything and just wanted to fulfill her wish. After saying goodbye, Ethan Russell left, leaving Amelia Young in tears. When Ethan Russell went to his car, he felt uneasy and turned back, but it was too late. Amelia Young, in despair, harmed herself. At the same time, William Evans revealed to Sophia Evans that Ethan Russell had erased her memories and that Amelia Young was not his sister but his wife. Sophia Evans realizes that today she has to perform at the wedding, but Amelia Young doesn't know how to play the piano. She was worried about Amelia Young's condition and called her. The conversation left Amelia Young weak and Ethan Russell had to take her to the hospital. At the hospital, William Eva N.S. and Ethan Russell have a confrontation. Ethan Russell warns William Evans that Sophia Evans will not be happy if she returns to him. Finally, Ethan Russell revealed that Olivia Parker had planned to harm Sophia Evans, and he had been worried about her all these years. When Ethan Russell learned that Olivia Parker intended to harm Sophia Evans, he tried to turn the situation around. William Evans sincerely thanked Ethan Russell, but he just smiled and said that he also had his own reason, because he did not delete the call records related to Sophia Evans from the phone of the driver who caused the accident. That selfish act caused Sophia Evans to endure 3 years of suffering, and Ethan Russell felt remorseful but couldn't explain it because he was afraid she wouldn't forgive him. Before leaving, Ethan Russell told William Evans to take care of Sophia Evans and give her happiness, including his own. He smiled and left the rooftop, saying that maybe he had found the person he wanted to protect. At Van T Airport, Sophia Evans had just gotten off the plane when William Evans was eager to take her home to meet his son, Michael Evans. When arriving at the villa, Sophia Evans felt familiar but did not remember anything about the past. William Evans brought Michael to meet her, but the boy just looked bewildered and said nothing. Sophia Evans patiently comforts Michael, and a special bond forms between them. After a month, although Michael still could not speak, the two got along. However, William Evans kept talking about the past, making Sophia Evans feel annoyed. Michael often helps her out of awkward situations by taking her into the secret garden that William Evans built. One day, Michael was playing alone in the flower garden and suddenly disappeared. Sophia Evans panicked looking for the boy and called William Evans. Upon receiving the news, William Evans immediately returned home. While searching, Sophia Evans received a call from a woman threatening to harm her son. She was worried and rushed to the address the woman provided. At an abandoned building, Sophia Evans saw Olivia Parker holding Michael Evans with a rope. Although she didn't remember Olivia Parker early, she knew that her son was in danger. Sophia Evans was scared and tried to convince Olivia Parker to release her son with the $1 million she brought. However, Olivia Parker asked for $10 million and did not accept the offer to write a promissory note. When Sophia Evans was in despair, police sirens rang out outside, making Olivia Parker angry. While Sophia Evans tried to save her son, Olivia Parker attacked her. William Evans appeared promptly, holding back Olivia Parker's knife, but the situation became tense. Sophia Evans refused to let go, even though she was injured. In a dangerous moment, Olivia Parker pushed Sophia Evans out of the window. While falling, Sophia Evans heard Michael Evans call, "Mommy," causing memories to rush back. She smiled and closed her eyes, accepting her fate. Half a month later, Sophia Evans was discharged from the hospital. She felt happy to see that Michael Evans could talk and be with her. However, when William Evans asked her if she remembered anything, Sophia Evans coldly shook her head. She realized that the most important thing was love for her son, and her relationship with William